It's a classic Hollywood story. Talent discovered sitting at a soda fountain. Or in the case of Michael Boone, today one of America's top lawyers, sitting in Dick Haynes' corporate securities law class at Southern Methodist University.
I liked his class, I liked him, and I was single. The only person that would starve would be me. And so when he said, "Would you like to talk to me about a job?" I said, "Sure, why not?"
Together, in 1970, the two became Haynes and Boone, today one of the nation's top law firms with clients around the world. They started out with a specialty in securities law and mergers and acquisitions, and young Mike Boone's background in accounting was an asset. But they also had what he calls chemistry.
That's made a huge difference in, as the old saying goes, none of us is as strong and as smart as all of us working together as a team, and I think that is proven to be the case. And the earliest beginnings of our firm, all the lawyers who were involved, and there were more than just Dick Haynes and I think we all had this innate curiosity about how to build a great law firm that was not only great as far as delivering legal services, but also was great on the inside.
It did become that, the largest law firm in Dallas-Fort Worth, one of the top 20 law firms in America on lists of best places to work. And after 40 years, it's one of America's top-ranked corporate law firms, with about 22% of its business serving international clients. Not that any of this was easy at the beginning.
We worried just about survival. We were going to have enough clients tomorrow to make a difference to be able to survive.
They took a cautious, financially conservative approach, not aiming at being the biggest. Instead, they focused on teamwork and on a couple of other things. For example, diversity.
In the 70s, in my law school class, there were only 2 women. Today, 50% of a law school class will be women. And it was very difficult for women to get into good legal positions. And we saw a lot of talent there. And so when we were very tiny, a lot of our big law firm competitors weren't hiring any women. And we said, "That's great. You've left us some of the greatest and smartest talent."
Haynes and Boone is diverse in other ways. Their lawyers speak 19 different languages and travel the world for clients. And this team focuses on service from day one.
Lawyers are basically seen as takers and not givers by the public. And we have a bad image in the marketplace. The first thing we tell our young lawyers first year, I'm usually one of the ones that gets to give them a speech, is on the first day they're here, is I want you to worry about 2 things the first 3 or 4 years. I want you to worry about becoming a great lawyer, but secondly, I want you to get involved with the community day one and find some organization where you can become involved and give back to our community.
His firm became known for its attorneys' pro bono work, including a celebrated case of the freeing of 2 Hispanics whose conviction was set aside in West Texas. He took his own advice and became a leading voice in Texas education and school funding, investing his own time there on the boards of public schools, SMU, and Abilene Christian University. All because of something he saw at his own high school written over the entrance.
Enter to learn, go forth to serve. And it made an impression upon me. And there's another slogan above the auditorium that most people don't notice, maybe when they're students. And I noticed it, of course, later in life, and that was the spirit of a people is known by the education of its youth. It's the great equalizer, is an education, and we want to make sure everybody has that opportunity.
He claims that he made a decision to be a lawyer after an SMU dean, reviewing his paper his first semester in law school, remarked,
He looked at me and he says, "I have a 7th grade daughter who can write better than you, Mr. Boone." And then he turned to the guy on the other side and he said, "I'll bet you he's an accounting major." And he turned back to me and he says, "What did you major in?" I said, "Accounting." He said, "I don't think you're going to make it in law school." And he made me so mad that I walked out of that room and I said, "I am going to show him."
And today we welcome to the Dallas Business Hall of Fame a lawyer considered one of the most distinguished lawyers in America. Our 2011 laureate, Michael Boone.